In this video I'm here to share with you my top 5 and my bottom 5 holiday releases for 2019. So if you want to see everything that made it on both of those lists, then keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. Today we're talking about the best and the worst makeup releases of the holiday season for 2019. But before we get into the video, this video is in collaboration with the beautiful Melissa Gold. I will leave a link to her video and her channel down below. I really hope you go over and check out Mel's channel, and if you're new to her channel, go and subscribe to her videos. You will not regret it. Mel and I did a collaboration video, I think it was like 2 years ago now, when I was down in Melbourne last. We got together in person and did a collaboration, and that was like my one and only in-person collaboration that I've ever done. It was such an enjoyable experience. Mel is super welcoming. She's such a warm and welcoming person, and on her channel she does a lot of indie brands. She does a lot of palette reviews. She's also really good at reviewing brushes. She is a bit of a brush connoisseur, so whenever I need someone to know if a brush is good or if I should purchase it, I always go check her channel out to see if she has reviewed the particular brushes that I'm interested in. Let's jump on into the video. I think we might start with the bottom 5, and that way we can end on a positive note. So let's jump on in to my bottom 5 holiday makeup releases for 2019. Starting with the Sephora collection. I'm gonna scooch over so I can like put a photo here. Starting with the Sephora collection Igloo Palace makeup palette. Now this thing is freaking huge. It has everything except the bloody sink in this palette. It just looks a bit tacky to me. Like, really? This kind of looks really childish. It looks like child's makeup. This thing is 66 Australian dollars. That is insane. So this has like face products in it. It has eyeshadows. It has everything. Like, it has too much in it. It has, oh, here we go. So this is 109 shades. It's divided into 4 levels. It has 60 eyeshadows, 24 glosses, 8 cream eyeliners, 4 brow powders, 6 highlighters, 3 blushes, 3 bronzers, and 1 smoothing and brightening powder. And a partridge in a pear tree. This actually has really good reviews. Why do you have such good reviews? This has 17 5-star reviews. Seriously? 17 people are drinking the Sephora collection Kool-Aid. Yeah, no, this, if you want to spend $66 on makeup for a child, yeah, it's great, but it looks really tacky. It looks cheap. It looks like the packaging would fall apart super duper easily. So this is on my list. I just think it looks really crappy. I think it looks really tacky, and I'm not about that. So no thanks, Sephora. I don't need it. Number 2 on my list is the whole collection, and this is the Too Faced holiday collection. I just feel like Too Faced, based on how this collection went down this year, is really out of touch with their consumers. They're really out of touch with their buyers. Like, they just have no idea. The first thing that I thought about when I was putting this list together was the Too Faced Gingerbread Bronzed and Kissed set. Now this is the set that comes with the bronzer. Where is it? Let me find a photo. This set comes with a bronzer, a lipstick, and a makeup bag. Now, the one thing that I didn't enjoy about this set is I saw this in store, and the makeup bag is like literally about this big. The zip is only on the head, and it's so tiny that you would not be able to get anything in this. So I just think that the makeup bag in it is an absolute gimmick, and I just think it's a waste. It's just landfill. It's just asking to be put into landfill because it's just absolutely useless. There's no way anyone's going to use this. It's cute and all, but it's just going to end up in the bin in a couple of weeks, and I just think the way that it's designed and the fact that there's just no care given to the actual practicality of the makeup bag, it just drives me insane. Then we have the Better Not Pout But If You Keep It Glossy set. So last year for Christmas they had the Melted Matte mini set and everyone loved that. Like, I knew people that were buying doubles of that set because it was so good. So in answer to that, they completely ignored what everyone loved, and some of the most popular products from Too Faced are the Melted Matte liquid lipsticks. Completely ignored that. Completely threw that out the window, didn't give a shit about what the consumer wanted, and brought out a lip gloss set instead. No. No thanks. No thanks. This is why I think that Too Faced is just really out of touch with what the consumer is wanting and what the consumer is asking, and they're just not listening to what their fans are wanting from them. And then we just have things that have just been repeated after repeated every single year from Too Faced. There's nothing really new and exciting from this year's collection from Too Faced. We've all seen it before. We've got the Gingerbread Lane set, which is some eyeshadows with a blush down the bottom. They do this every single year. We've got the Let It Snow Girl set. They do this every year as well. There's the mini ornaments. They do that every year. Like, Too Faced, can you get something new and original? If you want to repeat something every year over and over again, can at least be something that people enjoy from your brand. Then we have products that have been re-released this year. We had the Too Faced Gingerbread Girl and the Gingerbread Man liquid lipstick re-release, which was released last year and I think the year before. They just keep re-releasing this and re-releasing this in the hope that people continue to buy it. It's going to get to the point where everyone's already going to have it. This is one thing that really annoys me, is when brands just re-release things from previous years. Like, can you actually spend some money, do some market research and actually figure out what people want? Don't just guess and assume, or actually base it off what was really popular the previous year and do that again, but in different colors or different scents. Like, do the successful stuff again, not the stuff that wasn't successful the previous year. We've also got the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette, which isn't even extra spicy. Like, massive fail on the part of Too Faced this year, in my opinion. I just think this whole collection is a fail. Massive fail. And really uninspiring, really lazy. I think a lot of it is like repackaged stuff from previous years, or a lot of no effort's gone into it. So Too Faced, can you do better next Christmas? Next is from my beloved Bare Minerals. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I had to put Bare Minerals on this list, but the Bare Minerals Mesa Gen Nude Eyeshadow Palette. This is coming off the back of the super successful Aurora Lights palette that they released last year. That palette was amazing, like, compared to previous Bare Minerals palettes that I've tried and I've purchased. Amazing, like, beautiful palette, beautiful formula, very different to what they normally do. And even after all that success of last year, they've completely ignored that and gone back to their old ways with how they used to do their palettes and released this. Like, it's a pretty palette, I'm not gonna lie, but compared to last year's palette, I just think that this is a big miss, and I'm really disappointed that Bare Minerals didn't up the ante again or go further from what they did last year with the Aurora Lights palette. I absolutely love that palette. That's still one of my favorite palettes today, and I just wish that they went more down that line with the Aurora Lights and kept going along that formula line than just kind of reiterating the old stuff that wasn't really all that successful. Next is the Inglot Praline and Truffles and Candy Bar palettes. Now, these look really tacky. These are really childish palettes. They look almost like someone from the Balm has invaded the Inglot factory and produced these palettes and ran away laughing because they successfully infiltrated Inglot and gave them like the big finger and, I don't know, pulled the Swiftie in the factory. I don't know where I'm going with this. These look like the Balm palettes. So I am really disappointed. I think these look really tacky for Inglot. For me, Inglot I always associate as like a makeup artistry brand, and I hold them in quite high esteem. Like their packaging's generally, like in their Freedom System palettes, they're usually very like makeup artist designed, with like the clear lids and everything like that, designed for something that's going to go in a kit. But this to me is very consumer focused, and I don't like it. Like, I think that they could still do something really consumer focused but make it more classy, in line with their brand, and more Christmassy, whereas this to me looks very childish. Like I said, to me it looks like the balm has made it. Inglot, I'm very disappointed in your Christmas collection. The next one on my list is very controversial, and this is mainly because of the massive cash grab and massive rip-off of this collection. This is the Pat McGrath Christmas quads. Now, the main reason why these quads are on my list is because of the price. I just checked the Pat McGrath website, and the quads are the same price as the 6-pan eyeshadow palettes that she has. And on Sephora Australia, the quads are more expensive than the 6-pan eyeshadow palettes that she has. And I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. Yes, I know that they are in her very high-end plastic packaging, but I still think that you should be charging more for a 6-pan eyeshadow palette as opposed to a quad. To me, the prices that she's asking on her website, she's asking $110 for 4 eyeshadows. That is absurd. As pretty as these eyeshadows are, as pretty as this collection is, I don't think that $110 is a reasonable price to be charging for a quad. 4 eyeshadows. On the Sephora Australia website, these palettes are $112, and the 6-pan eyeshadow palettes are $107. So there's not that much price difference, but I think charging over $100 Australian for a quad is absolutely insane. I just don't think that it is a reasonable price at all to be expecting people to pay. Those are my bottom 5 makeup releases for the holiday season of 2019. Now let's move on to my top 5 releases for 2019 holiday season. Now, my first one on the list, you guys can probably guess, I've been banging on about this collection for ever since it released. I've been wanting to buy it, but I just can't because of the price. But it is the Melt Amore Eterno collection. This collection is absolutely beautiful. I just love the whole concept behind this collection. I think it's really well thought out. The whole packaging design is absolutely stunning, and I just think that they've done such a good job. And I don't normally say that about Melt, but I think that they have really knocked it out of the ballpark when it comes to this collection. I just love the whole like inspiration and ethos behind this collection. I just love the story behind this collection, and I just wish that they would do more of this stuff and less of like the weed marijuana collection stuff. I just think that this collection is super classy and pretty, and it's got a beautiful story behind it, and then there's the other stuff. So I really admire this collection, and I think it's an absolutely beautiful collection. The next one on the list is this guy right here. I cannot stop talking about this palette for a blush quad. I have used this to death already. Like, I use this palette so much. I've gotten so much use out of it since I brought it. The packaging, I know the packaging is not the best. It is quite cheap looking, and you can get the fingerprints all over it, but the products inside, I think the products inside really outweigh and outshine the negatives of the packaging. I think that these blushes are really beautiful. I think whoever designed and put this quad together, A+. I absolutely love this quad. I think it's absolutely beautiful. These blushes are really nice and youthful and glowy and really flattering on a lot of skin types. This blush quad is a winner for me this holiday season. I'm really happy that I bit the bullet, took the chance and picked that one up. Next is this set right here. This is the Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse Mini Gloss Bomb set. That's a mouthful and a half. This is a really good value set, and it does come with 5 different colors in here. I really enjoy these. Ever since I picked up this set, I've been really enjoying these glosses. I really like how there's a wide variety of colors in here, and I just think that the Fenty formula is really nice. I'm really glad that they are expanding their color range, and I think that this is a really good value set. I actually crunched the numbers on this set in the video that I did, and it turned out to be really good value, which I'm happy to see. Some holiday collections can be really poor value, but that compared to the prices of the full-size product in Australia, it's actually really good value. Go Fenty. The Holo Taco Holiday Collection. This is the collection by Christine from Simply Nailogical. I think her brand is really awesome. I really am enjoying Christine's videos at the moment, and I really like that this this holiday collection that she's done. I really like the holographic glittery colors that she's included in the collection. It's not the typical holiday colors. She's done a wide range of like colors with holographic glitters in them for holidays, so there's kind of something for everyone in this collection. And just because the owner of the brand is a awesome boss babe, and she is such a cool person, that's one of the main reasons why it's on my top 5 list as well. The last one on the list is the Lunar Beauty Moonspell collection, and I just put this on the list because I liked how unique this collection was, and I liked the fact that Manny kind of like kicked to the curb the idea of having like a Christmas related holiday collection, and he actually focused on more like Halloween this holiday season than Christmas, and took it a different spin. And I think that in the end, this collection compared to most other collections this holiday season was quite unique. I really enjoyed the spooky Halloween vibe of this collection that he released for the holiday season, and it's very different and unique compared to all the other like Christmas Santa striped stuff that people have released recently. So well done to Manny on this collection. I do think it was a really cool idea to do Halloween, focus on Halloween instead of Christmas. There you have it. That is my top 5 and bottom 5 releases of the holiday season for 2019. Make sure you let me know down in the comments box what your top 5 and bottom 5 releases for this season were. I would love to know your thoughts on like the general vibe of this holiday season this year. I think that it was very poor. I was very disappointed in the majority of the holiday Christmas collections released this year, because I just don't think that most of them hit it on the mark. I passed on quite a lot this season, and actually out of both of these lists I found it quite hard to pick my top 5, because there was not much that grabbed my eye this holiday season, because like I said, most of it in my opinion was quite poor. Don't forget to go check out Mel's video and see what made it on her top 5 and bottom 5 lists. I am very interested to see what she put on both of her lists, because she said that she was having trouble picking her top and bottom as well. So I'd be interested to know what she decided to put on both of those lists. So if you are here from Mel's channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing down below so you can keep up to date on all my videos. I'm releasing a video every single day in December. I also go live on YouTube every Sunday and we talk about the new beauty releases. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in tomorrow's edition of 31 Days of Makeup. Goodbye, everyone.